Morning, everybody. Get this thing set up here. Wait for this leg to catch up. Morning. And there's that. Who all we got in here? We got Lucky Seven, we got Ken Bates, Mrs. Twisted, and Polar Bear Ed. Trying to get motivated this morning. And there's the link. And so did you work on your card anymore, Ken? Morning, MC Engineering. Whew, man. Lucky had to run out and get his coffee this morning. Holy smokes. There's Ken. Morning.
Morning.
There's Ed. Morning.
I plan on working on a little bit more today.
Oh, okay. Okay.
A couple more braces in, and
you just got to fabricate some more stuff so that it don't get that twist in it.
Yeah, the backbone's bending down.
Oh, Lordy. Morning, Car Mob. Now, how does that thing work? You got a U shape on the front as well?
Yeah.
On that end, the same as the back, or what?
Yeah, I'll have a place for the log to rest in the front and the back both, and chains that go down and support it after you get it winched up, so it's not just held by the winch cable.
Oh, okay. Okay. Morning, Jeff. So you're basically going to winch them with your four-wheeler then up onto that cart?
No, I'll have a hand crank winch on the cart itself.
Okay. Morning, Junkyard. Wayne, good morning. Wow, we're rolling in here this morning. Oh, boy.
Morning, everybody. I didn't say hi to.
Barry, you ain't awake this morning yet?
Oh, I'm awake.
Oh, boy.
I'm ready for a nap already.
A nap? What time did you get up?
4:45.
Yeah.
I didn't think the 2-inch, 2 pieces of tubing 3/16 would flex that much, but it does.
Right. So you're basically what you got then, if I'm thinking right, is you got a cradle in the back and a cradle in the front on the tongue part that you made, or what?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay, let me see here. Oh, okay. And that's flexing?
Yeah. Whenever I got to cut that tongue of that other thing out once I get it all built, I just want to leave that in place to keep everything true and square. And when I lift up on the new tongue to lift the old tongue off of the block that I have it on, because I got it set level, you have to lift that new tongue about 3 or 4 inches before the other tongue starts to come off that block. So you're lifting up on that tongue a good little bit before that other one starts to come up. And that's just the weight of the metal.
Right.
So when you put a log on there, it really flex, I'm afraid. Because there's 2 2-inch tubes, 3/16 that come out to the new tongue. And they're 6 foot long.
You think it'll stiffen it up any once you get it solid welded?
I don't know if that'll make that big a difference.
It may, because right now you're just working off of the tacks, right?
Yeah. But I think I have a piece of...
None of it solid welded up.
I think I'll put two 3-foot pieces of 2-inch angle iron, 3/16 down to the back. As soon as I get Ed's expertise over here and give me his opinion.
Or you could do it, or you could put flat stock, even pieces of flat stock down the side.
Yeah, and curve
on each side, like I did on the track. Yeah, like I did on the tractors, to tie to stiffen in between the front and the back, because I had to do that on the tractors to stop that twist from the torque, which would be still about the same thing on what you're trying to do.
We'll look at it.
On them old frames, that's what I had to do, was I had to beef it.
I'm sure we'll get her figured out.
Yeah.
If not, I got my torch working, so we'll just cut it all back apart.
I think a grinder wheel would work better on that, Ken. Oh, Lord. Huh? Yeah, I think. Did you call down and hold 2 more of them tanks?
Yeah, I called her right after I got off the phone with Ed. Told her who I was and everything, and I said, I need another Oxy Ceiling. Can you put my name on it? She's like, yeah, no problem. She goes, but I'm out of Ceiling. I have 2 empty ones. I have to get one of them filled. She sold all those Ceiling that was in that back room since when we were there.
Wow.
Really?
That one empty
There
one.
was quite a few bottles when I got mine.
I'm telling you. Because there was 15 or 20 back there, wasn't there? In that back room?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that, and she had them small ones, but I went ahead and moved up to them big bottles.
Yeah, that's what I told her I wanted. She said she had 2 empty ones. That one she rolled out that checked empty. Wonder why that thing was empty. Think that valve's bad on that?
Yeah, most likely. And when they go to fill them, they should check them valves.
Oh, okay.
Because they'll put that pressure gauge on it, to make sure that it's holding steady pressure. Or else I don't think that they'll fill them. Morning, Carmel. But for that price though, you could not buy them tanks.
Yep. Heck, even the other stuff I bought was all 50% off about.
Yeah, and where I screwed up was I should have went ahead and bought a bottle of 100%.
Yeah, don't go bad.
Right. I should have bought a bottle of that.
What kind of welding wire did they have, Ken, for the MIGs? Was it Lincoln or off-brand?
Might have been.
I think they had Lincoln and Miller, didn't they?
I don't know. Kevin bought a roll for his. It was not the wee little roll, but like a medium size for $24. But some of that stuff, that smaller stuff, that guy ahead of you, the wee little rolls were $1.
Yeah, he bought it for
a buck a
roll. Yeah. But I don't know what he was buying. I think that stuff that he was buying was stainless.
Yeah.
Stainless.
Hell, still though, buy a buck a roll and put it back on Marketplace. You could make some money.
Yeah, junkyard propane works pretty well too.
Yeah, Kevin has me a set of tips for propane if I ever want to switch over.
Right. Morning, Dix.
I don't know how much wire's left in my welder, but I was thinking about if they're cheap enough, pick up another.
They have They have flex core down there and regular both.
And that was on the smaller roll, though, on it. That was the smaller ones, Kim.
Yeah. The flux core.
Yeah, so that would.
Yeah, I don't care for the small rolls or the big rolls, you know.
Right.
So.
Yeah, those cutting tips, just the tip alone, were $8. So I bought a number 1 and number 2, and usually they're, I think the had on there $19. Wrote on them, marked it, or Jim did.
Right. Yeah, thanks for coming in, Carmel. You're welcome to come in anytime you wish. But yeah, that was a booming shop when her husband was still there.
Yeah.
But now that she's selling out, you know, that was a close place to go to get tanks done and everything.
Yeah.
If he could put up with his attitude.
Yeah. Yeah. He was the type, get what you want and get.
Yep.
What do you want?
He built a trailer for my dad. That thing, you could haul a tank on it.
That's a trailer I was telling you about yesterday, Mark. It's made out of the mobile home frame.
Yeah.
But the side rails are like 12-inch I-beam that go around the side of the trailer. It weighs a ton. Now that my cutting torches are working, I'm going to cut it apart and make a dump bed out of it.
Yeah.
I have a dump bed available for nothing. It's just off of a truck, a flatbed, but still beats unloading everything by hand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Jeff's got a bunch of tips from 0 to 6s.
I say a 6 is a pretty big tip, ain't it?
Yeah. If you want to cut it quick.
Or super thick.
Yeah.
1 inch will cut a 1/2 inch.
Yeah. But a lot of guys have them ones like the big rosebuds and everything.
Yeah, I got one of those for mine. Nice for heating stuff up.
Oh yeah.
I think I got one for mine too.
But she didn't have a very, very good selection on gauges or anything of that left down there that I've seen.
No, She just had those 2 settling gauges.
Yeah.
Now 1. I bought the 1. That was about the only thing I don't think was a super good deal. It was marked 125 and got it for 80.
Right. Yeah, MC, a little dump trailer is a real good investment because you don't believe how much you use the daggone things until you have one.
Well, that's why my golf cart, that green one, that's why I'm putting a power dump on it. You know.
Yeah.
You know, it has a manual dump, but I've got the 12-volt electric actuator. I think it's a 1,500 pound actuator. You know, I'm just gonna modify it and put it in there so I have a power dump bed.
Yeah.
The big thing is I'm gonna build an adapter, kind of like a tow truck. You put the bed up, you can pull another tractor or something on it, put the bed down because it's power down too, and it'll lift the front end of the tractor up or anything you want to lift like that to tow around.
Right.
I thought about doing something like Kenny's doing with the log thing, but just have an arm that comes off the back of that you can tip up, chain the log on, put the bed down, and drag it around.
Yeah, because when I went down through there, they got quite a bit of. Did you go down and look at them piles of lumber down there, Ken? Them logs that they dug out, they got quite a bit out there.
No, I might run down today.
Yeah. But I was looking, I didn't see no skidder or nothing there, so I was wondering if they was using horses to log it or not.
No, there's a skidder. Kim said she's seen it the other day. She hadn't seen it the whole time, but it was parked beside the one pile the other day.
Oh, okay. Well, then there'll be roads cut off through.
Yep. They'll probably run right up the point for the most part, because that's the easiest access to all of it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some big timbers up in there.
Right.
Now, is what's his face having it timbered, or
the one that lives there?
The guy that bought it. Is he having it timbered out, or is she still having it timbered out?
No, they're timbering Chris's.
Oh, Chris's. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. I must be running a little slow this morning.
Yeah, Jeff, I'd be interested in them gauges. I need to get both gauges. And you hadn't found this deal on these tanks.
Yes, Kaylee. Mom's up. She just delivered him some coffee.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had a nice set of torches, but somebody needed them more than I did. But now I got tanks, but I got to get my regulators and hoses still.
At work already.
Wow. Yeah, you need to call your mom.
Bye, Kaylee. I hear it going off.
Hello, Kaylee? All right, she's in the kitchen where she belongs. Hey, I'm on my live stream. You said you was calling your mom. You're talking to me.
So she called the wrong number, or?
No, she left her phone laying in here.
Oh, she got your live stream set up and then left.
Yeah, she was. Oh, she was doing some editing stuff. She was in here. I think she got in here like 4 o'clock.
I woke up about 3:30, laid in bed for about 15 minutes, and decided I'd get up. And hobbled out to the kitchen, got some coffee, and
yeah, Dad filtered the mom's phone. Yeah. Oh well. Jeff's got an Oxy 450 series. I don't think it really matters what kind it is, as long as they work.
No, it's just the handle part. Got to keep all the same. Gauges don't
Yeah.
matter.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't used my torches in so long. I hope they still work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, truck was still running all right.
Yeah, I had a real nice set. Yeah, all the noise is gone out of it and everything. It was in that left hub.
Pretty wobbly, was it?
No, actually, no. It was just a slight howl in it. You know, like a high pitched tire noise. And I don't have no meaty tires. I got regular street tires on it and everything. And it started at about a month after I come back from Alabama.
At least it started when you came back.
Yeah. Well, I went down there, got that little truck and hauled it back on a trailer. 700 some mile. I pulled it with my pickup, and it did great all the way down, all the way back. And about 4 weeks afterwards, it started getting like a tire noise. And then whenever I would preload it to the left or to the right, it would get louder if I went one way, and it would go away when I go the other way. So he'd come down to it was a hub, one of the bearings. But that's all gone now.
I thought about going out to the shop and getting it fired up and getting it warmed up out there. Then I changed my mind.
I did.
Yeah, but Ken's got to get his shop warmed up. He's going to be working in there.
Yeah, it was only about 55 in there this morning.
Yeah. You're going over there to work, ain't you, Ed?
Yeah, well.
Good morning.
Morning, Sparky.
Morning, Sparky. I don't know about work. We're gonna consult.
Maybe tack a couple pieces in. That's about it.
How are you lot today?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, just dragging along Sunday morning.
I've just built a website.
No.
Yeah, my disco website. I've just put it on there, so I've been doing that today.
Yeah, Carmob's getting paid to hang out with us. Working on a Sunday morning, that ought to pay pretty good.
No, just try and make sure that we've got a website up and running. And good morning, Gravely Man. Good everyone else in the chat. Polar Bear's already sat next door to me. I've got Ed above me. Just don't shit on me, Ed. Oh, sorry. Don't crap on me, Ed. You know what I mean? And you got Ken up there. Where's the other Ken? He's either going to be in the donut shop, coffee shop, or he's going to be in a takeaway somewhere.
Or the drive-thru.
So my website up and running now. So yeah, I'm just doing it all.
Yeah, I got to get my shop heated up. I need to get that lathe fired up. I got to do a couple of them 2 couplers.
Yeah, I want to get that carburetor and stuff on that snowblower and make sure it runs good and everything. Start getting it cleaned up to get it on marketplace.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was going to say to you, how did the things go yesterday? With all this, you was welding yesterday, wasn't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Not too bad then.
Just tacking stuff in place for now.
Yeah, understandable.
I'm not the welder. My son is.
Oh, yeah. Well,
That's why I sent him to school.
it's free. It's
That's
free. Free thing. You know what I mean? To do it. Send him to school. Then you can do all your welding for you. Save
That's
you
right.
getting somebody else in.
I bought him his tank. He can come and weld for me.
Craig, I don't know.
What?
I know they're aluminum, Craig, but I don't know what hardness and stuff they are.
Ask Ken. He might know. Not that Ken will bubble over it this way, but you know what I mean. That's Google.
I really don't know what strength it is.
Right. But goddamn.
Oh, he's getting that sneeze attack again.
Yep.
No, it wasn't a sneeze attack. I took a drink of my coffee, went down the wrong pipe.
Oh dear. Dear.
60, 61, 26.
How to do this.
So you can test it.
What's that?
So
Background.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to get that thing somehow.
60, 61. Well, if I could get an address for MC Engineering, I have an extra billet rod out there in the shop that I could mail him that billet rod and he could figure it out from there. But that's for your K series coolers for the 14 horse.
do you got Craig on Instagram?
Yeah, I do.
He can message you that way.
Or you can just email you.
Yeah, or he could email me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could send him a billet rod of like what we're running.
Interesting.
Is it cold then, Polar Bear? Mark, is it cold where you are?
Yeah, a tad bit. Snowing right now out.
Send it over here.
I
I'd
got
like to send it
37 here.
somewhere. Huh?
I got 37 here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Craig said he messaged you and IG. So
Okay. Yeah, I'll send him a billet rod out there, and then he's got pretty much something. If he's got a CNC, he should be able to map that out and be able to manufacture them rods, because there's not a lot of people doing the billet rods and stuff. And if I could get somebody, I'm quite sure I want to do this. If I could get somebody to make a billet rod for a Onan motor, I think that would be right up that alley on the horsepower level.
all you'd have to do is copy the stock rod
Right,
in the billet material.
right. See, the guy down here, he won't do it. He said it'd take too long to do a setup to run them rods.
Yeah, but Craig likes doing stuff like that.
Well, yeah. And if he could get it set up to do it, he would do good on the billet rods and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because I would really, once I get moved over and everything, I was really considering getting a CNC.
Who's going to teach you?
The people I buy it from.
I got CNC in my garage. Cardboard.
Huh?
Cardboard.
What did you say? Yeah.
Cardboard.
Yeah. $33 degrees.
Hope we don't get too much snow today.
I don't know if we're supposed to or not. I haven't watched any weather. I don't even turn that news channel on because I'm so sick of hearing all this mess.
Yes, I tend to actually agree with you. I've not even put the news on this morning.
No, it's crazy.
I've been told I'm a bit of a boring person, but I said I can't stand the news anymore.
No, it's the same old thing. Morning, Briggs.
Well,
Hey, what's Jake?
all right, Bristol Briggs. I bet he's sat there having liver pizza by the morning.
Liver pizza.
I haven't had any liver pizza at all this week.
Well, it's a miracle. Normally, you're normally down there playing with the deers.
Oh, Lordy. We're going to go through withdrawals, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
So, yeah,
That's because they closed down the store that I buy it at.
Oh, Lordy.
You know, it's COVID bull crap.
I never heard of that stuff. That must be in some other country.
What's that?
That COVID crap. I've never heard of it. It must be another country.
Yeah, right. I wish it was that easy.
Well, if you stay in denial, you don't have to accept it.
Oh, wow. You can deny all you want, but it's there.
Yeah.
Denial, ain't that a river in over in Egypt?
Yep.
Yeah,
Ohio is. Yep.
That's where it needs to go.
Yeah, yesterday someone was on about it to me, and I said, as far as I'm concerned, the world's crazy. That's all I put it down to.
Pretty much. You never know what to expect next.
No, you don't.
Hey, DC looks like Fort Campbell, Kentucky, or Lawton, Oklahoma, or whatever.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can go on Google Earth and they got an aerial view. There's barbed wire, there's checkpoints. Hell, if a cat walked in there, they'd probably arrest it.
Mm.
Right.
I wouldn't want to be a stray cat that going to the DC now. It'd probably wind up dead.
Yes, yes.
Oh boy. Yeah, Wayne. There'll be all kinds of new things after this.
Yeah, there was on about it yesterday. They were sending people posts and that through the internet, which is fine. I understand they do, and I refused to accept it from the post lady. The lady said to me, "Well, why don't you accept it?" Well, what do you mean? Why should I accept something? Well, I don't need to accept something. I said, well, it's junk
Right.
mail. I don't accept junk mail.
Right.
So,
No.
you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No, Jeff, it ain't Mrs. Briggs. Actually, there is a Mrs. Briggs. She lives in Andover, New York. Good place for her.
But oh well. But yeah, I'm gonna send some stuff over there to Craig and By golly, if he can make some of them billet parts, that'd be an ideal setup.
Next
Yeah.
week,
What's that?
Jeff.
Jeff wants to know next.
He wants to try that new snowblower of his out.
Yeah. That's okay, Jeff. You can get all the snow you want. Just keep it over there in New Jersey.
Hey,
Now,
snow
this
makes
sounds
New
pretty
Jersey
promising.
smell better.
Craig says if he can't make them, they can't be made. So that sounds pretty promising.
Yeah, I've been very busy this morning. I tried to get a website set up, getting other things set up. But I've been watching the tractors going all the way up doing the fields. But it's far too wet out there. I mean, far too wet, the fields. There are going to be some muddy people.
Oh, yeah.
Morning, Henry.
Morning, Henry. The only thing I'm not sure on them billet rods is on the that bearing that goes into them. Jet engine parts for over 15 years. Sounds promising. But I got one that's for the K series. I'll have to send him, I can send him the command rods too. I got a couple old stock ones, but they're not billet.
Just getting a drink. Oh.
Yes. Journal on the crank, yes.
Oh.
I don't know if you were following Craig there on Instagram when he just made a socket, specialty socket, and he actually cut the square drive hole on his lathe X axis or something. Dude, watching that thing just blew my mind. That damn thing turning and making a square hole.
Yeah.
We don't get a lot of snow here, Jeff. We got that 21-inch snowstorm, and then we get dustings, little dustings, like 3-4 inches here all through the winter. We don't get a lot of snow, not like we used to.
Right.
But
yeah.
I'll tell you what. I had my first real experience with that automatic truck. I called my boss. I said, because I actually called me after he said wants to know how I liked it in the snow, and I said, well, I'll tell you what I was doing. I was coming up a hill. It rained all night long. 34 degrees out, rained all night, then started to snow. So the roads were a little slick. I'm going uphill. That truck starts sliding around. I said, all I could think of, it felt like a rookie that didn't know how to shift the standard transmission because that transmission wouldn't shift down. That truck starting to slip in that. And I'm cussing and swearing, beating on it. Won't let me put it in manual, would not downshift. I finally took a hammer and beat on the damn dash. I don't know if that helped or not, but it felt good. It finally shifted down, but then it went from 10th gear and jumped all the way down to 6th gear. And then jumped again down to 1st gear. Said something's wrong with the program if it takes so long to shift down like that.
Mm-hmm.
It almost started to spin out.
Yep. No, Jeff, I'm not going to no Florida. I haul stuff down into Florida and that, but I wouldn't want to live there.
I've been to Florida.
What's that?
I've never been to Florida.
It's nice. It's warm. But the bugs, man, the bugs and them little gnats and stuff down there are just phenomenal.
I've been to Georgia. Once. Never made it to Florida.
I was in Florida in the middle of August. Not the place you want to be, unless you like barbecued ass because your ass. I went and took my sister's car down there when she moved down there and flew back. Drove straight through almost. Spent Friday and Saturday there. It's like, you couldn't go outside. I mean, I'd walk out. She asked me to get her mail. I walked from her garage door to her mailbox. I swear I sweated off 15 pounds. It's like, holy crap.
Sounds crazy.
Oh, it's always that way in August. August, you couldn't live down there without AC.
I guess you need Mick as your bodyguard, then, I guess.
Hey, Sparky, they don't call me Crazy Keller for nothing. I don't need a bodyguard.
No.
But no, Florida's a nice place to visit, but to stay, no.
Just not in August.
Oh, we got Lucky 7 in the basement. Morning, Lucky.
Morning. Hold on a minute.
My word, Lucky.
A little too quick for me.
You must have made a trip to Duncan's.
Yeah, I did. Give me a minute. I gotta get this set up. You're too quick for me, Mark.
Yeah, your volume is real low.
Well, we used to have a sister school down in Florida. I voted to go. I volunteered to go down and work there.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody asked me yesterday, would I go and help somebody do some lights? I said, what kind of lights do you want me to do? Well, he wants a couple of flashing lights outside his property, so I said, yeah, no worries. And so I give him a quote. He said, that's cheap, we'll go ahead and do that. I give him the diagram, told him what I need, and the parts alone look expensive. So he said, nah, can't be bothered with it no more.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Everybody yawning this morning.
Yeah, everybody's tired this morning. Sunday morning.
Yeah, I am certainly tired.
Somebody worked me half to death yesterday.
Heck, somebody tried to kill me yesterday.
But look on the bright side, Ed. Right? You can sit there, relax for 10 minutes, and then when you finally figure out where you've left them, your marbles, you'd be all right.
I know where my marbles are at. They're in a jar up on a shelf out in the living room.
Oh, dear.
I came home yesterday. After came home, it took the old man to his infusion yesterday. The nurse said she could stay all day. I said, good. Went upstairs, went to bed about noon. 1 o'clock, saw Mick on, gave him a 99-cent sticker and died.
Yeah.
It was a good stream.
Is that any better with the microphone?
All right.
All right.
It's loud.
Yeah, I went to Dunkin' Donuts. I got my iced coffee. Can't start the day without it. Well, there's always two things before YouTube, right? Family and iced coffee.
Yep.
Pretty much.
How was a cat, by the way?
She's running around.
Cool.
Yep. And you guys probably seen the background already, but I'll show you what I did. I painted the wall blue. It don't look blue, but it's blue. So I have no more blanket up there.
That's awesome.
Yep.
The background looks clearer now too.
And then
Yeah.
I put Christmas lights around the edges of the top. I just have to work with the lighting.
Right.
This way I could get the microphone just right and everything, you know? But
It takes
time.
time.
yeah, I think what I'm going to have to do is when I get my finances set up, I'm probably going to get one of those studio lights, you know? The ones that have the big umbrella thing.
Yep.
Because just these lights are not doing it. They're either too bright or too low.
Another feeling that. Luckily, I've got 3 lights. I'm okay at the moment. Oh dear.
I need to get one of those anti-reflection screens for my computer. Get the reflection off my glasses.
Huh. Disappeared. I shot a flashlight to the camera. It disappeared.
Oh boy.
Lucky the friendly ghost.
Yeah.
Can't see me.
Oh dear.
Well, I wonder if Tampa's up and on the way to the race this morning.
Should be.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Wish him good luck if you're listening.
He should do pretty good. He had it running pretty good, it looks like it.
Yeah.
Well, the old man got approved for getting a lung transplant at the Cleveland Medical Clinic in February.
That's cool. That's really good.
He's
news.
either going to die at the
Funky.
table or come out alive.
So
Where
he's
you
going
going?
what? He's coming to Ohio to Cleveland or what?
Yeah, Cleveland Medical Clinic, yeah.
Yeah.
I got to take him.
I just got your notification you're live twisted.
Oh boy.
Yeah, about to say the same thing. I've just got it on there.
There's a big lag this morning.
That's going to be a fun trip with his, because he's on 2 liters of oxygen during the day, but at night when he's sleeping, he's on 4 liters. And I got to carry, my whole back seat's going to be filled with oxygen bottles and you name it, just to get him there.
Just don't light a cigarette in the same vehicle.
Oh, I ain't smoking. He's still smoking, but he ain't lighting one in my car. Not with all that. Damn, that's like a bomb.
It will
Where's your sense of adventure?
What's
Hey,
that?
Briggs, have you looked into possibly renting a oxygen generator instead of carrying all the bottles?
Yeah, his insurance won't cover it.
Blimey.
Well, I mean, for the trip, you could rent one for a couple of days or whatever, and
I priced
How
one
long
out
is
at our
that
limb care up here, and they want $1,200 for 4 days.
Wow.
Well, if he lights a cigarette, I'm sure you ain't gonna hear it or feel it.
What is he
Well,
going to be
if he
Mr.
wants the cigarette, we're going to have to stop, and he's going to have to go sit outside the car. But
Yeah,
the problem
Mr. Briggs, if we see you flying across the UK, we know why. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Mr. Briggs.
that's right. No, he ain't going to light a cigarette in that car. But it's going to take 4 days because I got to stop. He can only go like 100 miles a day, maybe 200.
Good morning, Mick. Car mob, Dick, small engine. Waverly man.
Morning, Mick.
Well, it'll be what, afternoon over there, Sparky, right?
No, it's not. It's 11:49.
Ah, okay.
10 minutes off the afternoon. Then I've got to get on with cooking then. But I can't be bothered.
I just about bet that mixed in the shop today.
Most
Oh,
probably.
and there he is.
There he
Look at them
is.
new teeth. Look at them new teeth, man. Pearly whites.
Good morning, Mr. Briggs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
How you all doing?
Hey, I could go get my old teeth and put my redneck teeth in.
Now. If you can't play nice, put your
I
toys
can
back
do
in the
that.
ground now.
Hey, I like my new teeth. I can eat steak.
I love your new teeth. In fact, I did hear NASA want to use them for some kind of radioactive shield.
Cool.
Oh, Lord.
Let's get the old pop-out chat working, shall we? See the bat. Let's put that up there. Morning, Dick. How you doing, buddy boy? Nice to see you. How you doing, Mike? I did catch you. Hello, Mike, but I was just on the StreamYard as you said it. So good morning,
Good
Mr.
morning.
Lucky.
Good morning.
How you doing?
What are you going to get into today, Mick?
So I've just been down the shops, and there's over here in the UK there's a cheapest sort of shop. It's not a dollar shop. It's a cheapest shop. It's called Lidl, and they run this equipment called Parkside. Is a manufacturer, and I just picked myself up a. I think Dick Small Engines has something similar. I just picked myself up a nice little inspection camera for putting inside cylinder heads and stuff.
Nice.
It was only about 40 quid, $45. I'm not expecting no miracles out of it, but
They are good.
it's got what's it got here? It's got I've got it here somewhere. Here you go. Here's the specs. 4 attachments on it. It's got a camera, adjustable lighting, a flexible gooseneck, protected against temporary submersion. Display lights, control 180-degree rotatable image, flash memory, 100 photographs, backup, and micro USB for transfer, battery saving, and all that sort of stuff. So I thought I'd pick that up for what it was. It just saves sometimes when you're working on 2-stroke stuff. It just saves mucking about, doesn't it? So I thought I'd pick that up today. Have a little play with that. But apart from that, I've just been getting into arguments in the local shops because people are wearing masks under their chins and not on their face as they should be. So I've been educating some people to go around.
Yeah, and one like that today. He grabbed hold of the copper's chest thing, basically his safety vest, and said, "Look, mate, I don't need to wear one." He started arguing with him, and the copper just grabbed him, put him to the floor, and chucked him in the back of the van.
Yeah, that's what happens when you grab a copper. They don't take homage to that, do they? So yeah, I'm doing that today. But then I talked to Pete, and then I thought, well, I saw you guys up here all feeling all sort of lonely without me. So I thought, well, obviously you're missing me. I'll have to come up and stir the pot. I ended up here.
There you go.
Well, the best thing about that camera, Mick, is you'll get your money back your first colonoscopy.
Exactly that. Well, I'm just waiting for the international flights to open up, Ed, and I'll be coming over because the one of the attachments is quite large, and I can't wait to shove that straight up your ass.
Miss Pokey.
Notice the way I said I'm coming over, and Mr. Briggs has turned his camera on, and he's smiling like a Cheshire cat because he wants the camera up his ass as well, don't you, Mr. Briggs?
No, I think you're right. All I can say is this, Mick. You better eat a big box of Wheaties, and don't
you worry about that,
you ain't
sweetheart.
gonna get very far.
I've fallen bigger
Hey,
trees
hey,
in my
Mick,
time. Don't you worry
just
about
like
that.
I said, bury the big box of Wheaties there, buddy boy.
It's not
You ain't
so
gonna
much
get
that,
very
Mr.
far.
Briggs. It's when I shove that camera up your arse and I've got both my hands on both your shoulders. That's when you need to worry, big
Yeah,
boy.
you couldn't do it if you wanted to, old man, kid.
Look, Mom, no hand.
Yeah,
No,
feel
it would be YouTube star Mick. Sure,
It'd be
Mick
like-
wannabe found dead laying in the middle of the street.
It'd be like you'll be towing a dolly. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Miss Punky is watching everybody.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh boy. And if everybody hasn't noticed, Mick's in the house.
Well,
The pot's getting stirred.
well, I told you. This is what you have a choice. As a host, you have a choice to bring me up or don't. You have a choice.
There is actually no choice. Everybody waits to see what's going on next.
Yeah. It's just like okay, what just whoop, there it is. You don't know what's gonna happen.
That's the way I
Nah,
like
it's all good. Make me laugh.
it. Yeah. Mr. Briggs, if I came over, you're telling me you would not put me up in a room for the night and have a beer on your back lawn and kick out and chill out. I know you would like that.
Sure,
You would love that.
I'd put you in the back with my parents, and you could
worry
talk
about
to a
that.
German redneck.
I don't mind mixing it up. That's fine. You know, whatever you're into. But you would love me being around there. That's of course if they would let me off a bloody plane through customs.
Yeah, but you would like the rubber gloves when you Mick. You'd like the rubber gloves.
I'll put on my redneck side.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about red. Look, you see, you're giving it all that redneck stuff. See, what you got to remember is,
There you go.
is I'm from the redneck side of the UK. I'm from down south too. You can't get no more south than me. Any further south, and you're getting your legs wet. You know what I'm saying? That's as south as I'm going.
Yeah.
So I'm just a UK. I'm just a UK brother. That's all I am.
Here's the redneck teeth.
I don't know whether to smile or kick a field goal.
Oh,
It's
boy.
good.
I know, Mick. Ever since you came on, my pussy is looking at the camera at you. The screen.
Brother,
She's
brother,
watching you.
Brother, I think I've always had that reaction with you, Mike. Whenever I've come up, your pussy's always been there.
Hey, Mick, if you came to my house, I'd open up the beer kegs and I'd say, "Let's empty one."
Yeah. Well, just be careful what you wish for, Mr. Briggs.
Never know.
You never
He's got a
know.
lot of vacation time.
You never know.
Yeah,
I say
I'll
it's
Mick
almost
wants
time
the
for
rubber
holiday.
gloves.
Briggs would be violated by the best. Exactly that, Jeff. Exactly that.
I doubt I'd get violated because my old man's here too. You know.
Well, he can watch. I don't mind. It's no problem.
Yeah, my old man would be out there with a 12 gauge if you tried to violate his son.
Hey, Ed.
Need somebody to work the camera.
I don't know. He might graduate Mick himself. With open doors. Come on in.
Yeah,
Come
I
on
doubt
in.
that.
Finally, the son I never had.
Yeah,
Exactly
I
that.
doubt that. My father thinks I'm his hero. Treats me like his hero.
I got I got a little gift given to me, Ed, the other day. Second-hand gift, quite nice though. I got given one of these extra long extension vintage light stands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one of them fan lights that I sent you over. On top, man, that's absolutely pucker for doing carburetor work just here on the bench. Absolutely brilliant.
That's nice.
Yeah. I tell you, I think they're about $9 or something like that, Mike. A little LED fan light. You can close it right down. So it's next to nothing. Or you can do it. You can do anything with it you like. But they are. Ed will tell you how bright they are. You can't stare at that. No, they're proper. For about $9. Take a little bit of work to sort of get it up into there, and I had to cut the shoot off of a lamp. But yeah, it's proper. Nice
That's
little light.
nice.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It just illuminates them carburetors because I don't know if you noticed, but as you get older, your eyesight tends to go a little bit. So you need as much help as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see,
Yeah,
I've got one of those arms on my workbench, and it actually swings out over the where I work at and the shop.
That's
and
it.
that last video I did with that snowblower, I was actually using that light to illuminate the snowblower in the shop.
Don't it make a difference, eh?
Oh, it's awesome.
You could say it's night and day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's proper.
Yeah. You just got to watch where the camera's at now, because that will wash the camera out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's vintage deck. It's a proper 1940s, 50s extra long. I've got one here on this boom, which is just a modern day one, but this is a proper vintage one. Which I've had to just manipulate a little bit just so it does what I want it to do. But yeah, it sits out the way when I'm not using it. I can put it right up here. That's great.
How far are you guys? How far are you, Ed, and Twisted from that Cleveland Medical Clinic?
I just came from there.
What's that?
I just came from there. It's only about an hour and a half for me.
I don't know. She's looking right at you, Mick. Oh, she's jumping right up at you now.
Patting that bald head ahead.
At least that's one thing, Mike. You know what I mean? You got a pussy to play with at night time.
Yep.
You don't need one. Not when you got
I know, she has. She has her eyes on. Yep, she has her eyes on Mick. Look at her.
Patting that bald head.
In fact, it's probably not me. It's probably going to be Ed's beard. Trying to get hold of Ed's beard.
Yeah, she's right at the bottom of that screen.
Yep.
Next, she's gonna knock the whole screen off the desk when she jumps.
Nope, they say this operation will either, if they say it could theoretically cure a COPD, they don't, but they'll either come out of it. If he makes it, survives the operation, he should be able to live another 4 or 5 years maybe. Without it, he won't make another year.
Yeah, it's a good hospital. They brought me from Virginia to do my heart up there at Cleveland Clinic, and
they only gave you 70% or 50% chance.
And it was a 50% odds whenever they did it, and I'm still here. And in fact, a fella from Australia is the one that did my open heart surgery up there.
You got open heart surgery? Mark.
Yeah, they put a steel mechanical valve in my heart and everything else, and heck, I was only 45 when that happened.
So technically, your heart is much the same as your pulling tractor. It's got so many metal bits inside it.
That's right. That's right.
I hear you. I was last year, tail end of last year, my brother-in-law he had an episode. He had a heart attack, and before they called the ambulance, my sister-in-law rang me up. She told me Mike's having a chest pains and pain down his arm and this, that, and the other. What should I do? I said, well, ring an ambulance, girl. Don't muck about. He's only 45. I said, don't muck about. Ring an ambulance. I'll come over. So I went over there, and I'm a first aider anyway on the railway, so I was checking his pulse and whatever, and everything seemed quite good. I think he'd had an episode, and it had dulled back off. But the paramedics turned up, right? They come screaming in, and they plugged him in, and they said, "Yeah, we're not happy." And all of a sudden, the paramedic bloke looked round, and he went, "Oh my God, you're Mixed Mowers. I watched you on YouTube, man. You're great." I'm like, "Yeah, can we just concentrate on what we're doing?"
Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny.
Morning, detective. Yeah. Well, anyway, back to that heart thing. I kept passing out, and I went to
Altman Hospital in Canton, Ohio, and they said, it's not your heart. You're in good shape. Nothing wrong. And it wasn't 2-3 weeks after that, off of the same heart cath that they did on me, Cleveland Clinic discovered that the valve was sticking in my heart.
Yeah.
And when I'd pass out and hit the ground, they would let the blood go back to my brain. And that's the only thing that kept me alive.
Was hitting the ground.
Was hitting the ground when I passed out.
That's really weird. The same thing happens to me on a Friday night after about 10 pints of Guinness. I'd pass out, and after about 3 minutes, I'd get back up again. Same thing happens.
Yeah.
Well, it's good they got you fixed out, Mark, anyway. It's good they fixed you up. I know, isn't it quite a long recovery road too, isn't it?
Yeah. It took, they disabled me. I was disabled for 5 years, and I had to fight to get my CDL and all that back, because they disabled me for 99 years and said I could never work again. And I said, bull crap. But I got right back to it.
What about the mental health side of it? Was that quite a struggle too?
Yeah, dealing with everything that they took away from me.
Yeah.
You know, and to recover everything to get back to it.
I hear you. Yeah, it's a power valve out of a cola. That's what he's got in there. Yeah, got a power valve out of a cola.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's good. Sort you out. Look, they can do miracles now, can't they? They can just have you in. I mean, I know that when my brother-in-law went in, we raced up to a hospital, and about 20 minutes later, walked in, and he had gone in and gone out. He had a stent fitted, and I walked in. I went, bloody hell, heart attack. He went, have I? Oh, whoops, sorry. You know what I mean? So they done it in like 20 minutes. Crazy.
All right.
In and out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's amazing what they can do.
Yeah. I just wish they could do something for teenage boys that don't do a lot. I wish they could give them an injection to make them go to work and stuff. That'd be quite good. Because I know 3 of my boys need an injection.
Oh, really? Right.
Here you go, Mick. I'm gonna be working on your favorite type of engine.
Oh, brother, if I had a button right now, you'd be dumped in the basement. You can keep that.
I went to school with a guy that he's a twin, and his twin brother was born with brain dead, and he was born with a bad heart. They actually did heart replacement on him when he was less than a day old with his twin brother's heart.
Yeah.
Back in '69.
It's wicked what they can do. Absolutely wicked.
That was in '69, though. I mean, I went to school with the kid, and he said his mother and father were given a choice. You take the heart out of the one that's brain dead and put it in the one that's got a bad heart, or you won't have any kids. They didn't want to do either one, but his father signed the consent form.
Yeah, there you go. Make the best out of both worlds.
Well, that's a hard decision. You actually got to kill one of your own to keep one alive. That I wouldn't want to make that decision.
Well, until you're sat in that chair, you'll never know. You'll never know, will you? That's the thing. That's the thing. So, are you all ready for your inauguration then? Are you all going to get your banners out and all that stuff going on and getting the party going, hot dogs cooking up? Yeah? Getting ready for that?
Yeah, we're all going over to Lucky's place for it.
Yeah, I can see what that's going to be.
Breakfast, yeah. On a bacon right after this show.
Nah, I got a dartboard. I'm of Biden. I can throw darts at it.
Morning, RNS.
But no, I'm not going to put on my Facebook page, not my president, or all that other bullshit like some people do.
I'll tag you in the page or something. I'll tag you something.
If anybody should have heart problems, it's Lucky with that pound of bacon and all that grease.
Yeah, I hear that.
That's a lot of grease.
I don't understand why people do that. They'll put on as soon as they get someone they don't like, they put on their page, not my president. And then you ask them, so who is your president?
Like it or not, he's your president.
That's right. That's what I mean. You can put it on your page all you want. That's
Yeah, but I think all this is going on over in the UK. It's not going on over here in the US.
Say again, Mark.
I said I think all this presidency stuff and all that's going on over there in the UK. It's not going on here. I don't even see it on the news no more because I don't turn the news on.
I just sat back and watched it. I can't get over it myself. I just think it's one
Crazy.
big. It's worse. Over here we have things called British soaps, which are episodes of TV programs that go on every day. I mean, it's life events. It's like a TV soap.
Well, that's like this morning. I didn't put as freedom of speech. I just basically put Sunday chat. It's just too much shit that's going on right now. So it is what it is.
Yeah, it was always going to be.
Up here, I don't know how it is up near the capitals around your area, but like I go up to Albany and they're putting barbed wire around the state capitol up here. I go right past the Capitol building. There's National Guards posted out there everywhere. They stop us and check our trucks when we get off at the exit. We're right there at the stop sign. They ask me where am I going, and I go, the truck says FedEx. Where do you think I'm going? Yeah. The terminal's a block away. Where do you think I'm going?
Yeah. Obviously, the National Guard are not too bright then.
Not when they're asking me where I'm going. I said, well, if you want to follow me, I'm going to the terminal a block away. What do you think's in the back of the trailer? A nuclear bomb?
I've seen some of them YouTube videos where they got one of your checkpoints and you have to pull over and you wind the window down and they say, "Are you an American citizen?" And you say, "Yes, sir." And they say, "In you go."
Yep. There was one guy the one guy made a video that he had it on there and he put on there, "Are you a U.S. citizen?" Well, I'm a sovereign citizen. I don't have to answer that. And this thing went on for like 20 minutes, and they finally busted the window out of the truck and dragged him out because he wouldn't say. All you had to do is say, "I'm an American." Yes.
Yeah. Crazy. I see. Over here in the UK, we have the same thing. They say, "Are you an American citizen or a British citizen?" They say, "No, it's here and you go then." Anyone is.
You're right.
Yeah, I don't even follow this mess anymore. That's all it is a big mess, and you can't change it. So it's going to be what it's going to be.
It's much the same over here. You know, we got Boris Johnson, who I don't vote at all because to me, it don't matter who you get, you're going to get stitched anyway. It don't matter who you get. But that's just my consensus on it. But they got Boris Johnson in the chair at the minute, and he's fighting against this old COVID stuff going on. I wouldn't want his job right now. And you got the other over the other side, and all he does is just bitch about him all day long. I just think if you were in the chair, what would you be doing right now? Yeah. How would you be making that difference? You know, so it's irrelevant.
Right. It's easy to bash somebody after they've made the decision, but
that's a good background, Lucky, because we're about to hit the brick wall.
I think you would have still hit it if the other fellow was in charge now, Mr. Briggs. To be fair, somewhere down the road you'd have hit a wall somewhere. You know, it all depends. It all depends how hard you hit it.
It's like Kearns Starn said to Boris the other day on his Parliament thing. If you knew how the public felt about you, you would resign. He said the public love me, and I'm like, no, they don't.
Sam.
I personally think he's doing an all right job.
Yeah, Sam, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
Did anybody feed the birds outside?
Not
the
me.
Birds might be getting hungry.
I fed my birds yesterday.
Your wife yesterday? I mean birds. With that bird you're on about. I fed my wife yesterday.
I can't win. I either get the microphone and myself good or the background. I can't get neither.
Oh,
what it looks like at the moment, Lucky, it looks like you're deep in thought, but what you're thinking about is a big mess and you can't make your mind up. You've got this big cloud over top of your head.
Yeah.
Too bad you couldn't put words in that cloud and say, "I feel like shit" or "I feel great" or whatever.
I would get one of the lights where you point to the wall. One of the lights are not in like the position where you should be.
There's a question for you UK guys. Does the judges over there in England still wear them wigs?
Yes.
Have to.
The white one, the white one or black one, depends which judge you get.
Yeah, they have to wear them, yeah.
Wow.
And if you get a really nasty one, you get a pink wig.
That
Yeah,
must
they
be
gotta
a
wear 'em.
riot. That'd be a riot to watch a judge wear a wig.
Gotta wear them, buddy.
I think Mick needs one. I think he'd look good on his live stream with one.
Any more of your lip, I'll come over and shave your beard off and use that as a wig. And we'll see how funny it is then, shall we? Sitting there walking around with your chin hanging out. We'll see how funny that is then. You worry about that, big boy?
You got my address, Mick. Come on, buddy.
Yeah, I know I do. Don't you forget it.
Yeah, I can picture Mick trying to cut off Ed's beard. He'd find out real hard.
Do you worry
Well,
about that?
Mixed use is sharing sheep.
Do you worry about that?
That would be too funny to see Mick go on vacation and just walk up and knock on Ed's door and be standing there with a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about that. I got you sorted.
Well, honestly, Mick is probably about one of the very few people I'd let shave it off.
Yeah, he's good people over there.
You'd let Mick
Do
shave
you worry
off
about that,
your
big boy?
Uh-oh.
What's your number? Do you worry about that?
He's on a
That's
roll
crazy.
now.
There you
Oh,
go,
it's
Mick.
on like
He
Donkey
already said
Kong.
he'd let you shave it off. Go on, go up the edge and just let him shave it off.
You got a few more inches to go, Mick.
Oh, he lost his minion glasses somewhere.
And I wonder what he's going to do now.
Oh, he found him. His minion glass. He's ready
It
to
looks
go.
like Santa Claus. Santa Claus is helping, don't you reckon?
The thing is, Ed, what I don't understand is why you sent me this thing over. What's that all about?
Oh, you can wear that, Mick. You'd look cute in it, baby.
What's
That'll
going
give me
on?
some handles in the back. That'll give me some handles in the back for you, Mick. You can wear it.
Giddy up! Giddy up!
Morning, afternoon, lawnmower detective.
Put that sucker on and come on over.
Oh boy.
Wait.
Oh, dear.
Oh, you got to highlight Mick now. Let's see what he looks like.
There we go.
Yeehaw!
You see, Ed, every single time you do something like that, you have to up the bar. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh my god, what is he going to do now?
We got it going on now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We got the 6-second ride going, Mick. Come on, baby.
Yeah!
Oh lordy.
Oh yeah!
Oh my god, that's mad.
Boy, we got it all fired up in here now.
Oh, God. This is better than Saturday live from New York. It's Saturday night.
I bet they're thinking that crazy English.
We got
bastard.
Comedy Central. It's all rolled into one on Twitch's live stream. Y'all change the name of it to Monday Morning Comedy Central with Mick and Ed.
I got to say, Ed, I don't miss it. It's the first time in years I've had hair in my mouth. I got to say it.
You just got to keep it trimmed up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Love that
is everybody enjoying their coffee now or what?
Oh, yes.
I've got to put my
My
kettle on.
coffee's on the machine for Perkins.
Yeah, I hope it's all gone.
I'm going to get my coffee in a second.
I got percolator. I
That
don't
feature's
think
still
so.
around, guys. If you down with the that the feature where you can click on people's name is actually still around at the app. You got to download, and you can still click on people's name and go right to their channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called Go to Channel, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I was gonna say I got it up on my other stream here now, and your names are highlighted, and all you do is just click on it.
It's a good app. And then if you pay for it, you could be able to run like a similar to like a Nightbot, where you could have something automatic come up on people's channel.
The heck with that Nightbot. That Nightbot tried to do me in. They was throwing people out of the chat and everything else. And I never even had Nightbot.
It's alright. The internet's going to be shutting down shortly anyways.
Morning, Nate.
What's up, Nate?
Why is the internet going to be shutting down?
Because I believe, not to get into politics, but I think we're going to be into martial law next week.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll happen. I don't know. Well, I guess anything's possible the way things have been going anymore. It's just crazy.
Oh yeah, lucky ain't the only one. I brought up a couple people. I think on Tuesday, Trump tried to declare martial law to keep power.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't even turn the TV on because it's the same old repeated stuff, and the press just keeps blowing it out of water.
I don't think he's that crazy.
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong.
25,000 troops at the Capitol. Yeah. There's 580 in Columbus, Ohio.
Yep. There's 1,000. There's 1,000 here in Rhode Island. That's in Providence.
Wow.
I wouldn't even want to guess how many are up here. I ain't gonna even guess.
Yeah,
but I know there's a shitload of them.
It's crazy.
That's the reason why I'm saying, because I actually seen it, checkpoints and everything. A small state like this, you see armed guards, it don't look good for us.
No, but the UK police over there, they're armed and everything whenever they do all their stuff, I believe.
Well, there's a big difference between the US and the UK for that kind of thing. When the Parliament changes over, everything changes over, we have a choice, but we run with it. But we do have the rioters, we do have the idiots.
For us in the UK, I would say it's slightly different, because I've never seen to this day our National Guard or our armed forces to be called out for rioting. Pretty much our police always take control of the situation eventually. We get the same rights as you guys do, but normally our police tend to have a lot more restraint, I think, and I think sometimes your police make things worse.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I'm not saying the British police are soft, but we tend to just deal with a problem diplomatically, and that's why we don't have the issues. I wouldn't like to see what would happen if our armed forces came out. I wouldn't like to see that, because that would be a massacre.
Oh, we got some cops in this town that are they're quite. Some of them are power hungry. I mean.
Oh yeah, we got them too.
I mean, I got pulled over in the middle of the night one time with my I had my when I first got my
excuse me.
Whoever designed a car to have daytime running lights, but not to have the tail lights come on. Like my old car, the lights come on, the headlights come on, but the tail lights don't come on. I don't know why it's like that, but that's just the way it was. I got pulled over by a cop, and he said, when I first got the car, he says, you don't have no tail lights. I said, I did not know that. I went to get out of the car and look, and he says, get back in that car. I didn't give you permission to get out. And I'm like, I don't need your permission to get out of my car. So I got out of the car anyway, went and looked, and I said, okay. And I went and turned them on, and he said, when he went through, he didn't give me a ticket. But next time, you respect this badge next time, and an officer of the law. And I says, why do you need 15 cops to pull me over for a bunch of taillights out? What are you afraid of?
Well, I think it all comes down to your gun laws. That's what it comes down to. Over here in the UK, we can't do the things that you guys do. Our gun laws are a lot stricter, and we don't have the same rights as you guys do to protect your own property or protect yourself. And for that reason, when you get pulled over in the UK, you can get out and go and see the officer or whatever without a problem. But in America, it takes 15 cop cars to pull over one bloke. You know what I mean? So it's just a way.
Well, they wanted to search my car, and I told them no. I said, under what grounds? And they said, and their exact answer was, because we can. You know,
no, I can't.
I said, I ain't giving you permission.
I had a power hungry copper try to pull me over for speeding. About 3 years ago, I was in a work van, and he was on a motorbike. He was going solo, and every time I went to overtake him, he pulled out in front of me. Every time, so I had to slow down. Then he went back into the slow lane. I went to overtake, and he come back out. Anyway, he pulled me over and tried doing me for speeding. And I just said, "Have a look on the back of my van, see what it says on the back of my van." And he went around the back and come back to, like, you're free to go. I said, yeah, it says 70 mile an hour van restricted. So how can I speed over 70 miles an hour if I'm restricted? So off you go. Ta-da. You know what I mean? You do get them. You get them everywhere.
Mark, I have this voice clip. It's about 2.5 minutes long. It's regarding about what the president supposedly is supposed to be able to do. Would I be able to play it for you, or should I wait for my panel?
No, if you want to play it, play it. I don't have a problem with it.
All right, hold on.
Do we have to stand up and hold on arm over our chest?
Hopefully you guys could hear it. Here it goes.
Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? This is some information that was sent to me from one of the Make America Great groups that are out there. An Air Force pilot received this information. He then sent it to his father-in-law. And this is what it says. I'm going to try to read it here. Just give me 1 second. And this is very important. People want to know what's going on. We're trying to give you the bits and pieces of information as it comes available. He says, we need 100% of the people indoors to see what the United States military is going to broadcast on everyone's TV sets worldwide. It's going to be very painful, but we can no longer have people divided. Around Sunday or Monday, the President of the United States will send out a message saying, my fellow Americans, the storm is upon us. We will go to full global martial law. He will most likely, the President will be on board Air Force One when he sends out 7 presidential messages to everyone's phones and TV sets worldwide on an emergency broadcast system. From there, all global military via U.S. military will shut down all media, that's internet, social media, phones, all TV programming will be all under one channel, an emergency services. And so there the United States military can broadcast 10 days of this storm, 10 days of sessions, 3-hour video confessions from a military tribunal, lots of evidence for the scandals listed in the storm. While this is happening, they will be removing government, making global arrest, and this will be going on. So Americans will be getting arrested around the globe, not just here in the United States, but in other parts of the world, and people from around the world who have participated in this this coup attempt against the President of the United States.
Yeah, that's some crazy stuff.
Yep.
But there's so much crazy stuff going on. You know, you don't know what to believe or anything else. You know, it's crazy.
Exactly. It's not a strictly news broadcast or anything. It's just what people are not consuming, but it's what they're hearing, you know.
Right.
And I also seen something about leaky leaks. You guys know about that, right?
Yeah.
Leaky, yeah. Apparently, I was told, well, not told, but I heard that they dumped all their files. So I don't know how true that is, but if they dumped all their files, you know, that's a lot of evidence that's, you know, from around the world. Why would they dump it, you know?
Right.
But who knows?
You don't know what to believe anymore. I mean, the media's got it so blowed out of proportion, and it's the same old thing. And then you go to another channel, and it's about basically the same thing, but a little bit different. You know, but what are you going to do? It's going to be what it's going to be, and you can't really change it. I mean, all you can do is just sit back and watch it unfold. But I don't even turn the news on anymore. It's the same old mess.
Yeah, Sam says Wednesday is going to be a bad day. I think I'm going to stay home with my family to make sure they are safe.
I heard that someplace else on it was can't remember what channel. Someone played that, and with everything that's going on, it's actually could be believable because every state capital is that I've seen, Harrisburg, every place, they're all doing it. They're locking down everything.
Yep. But you're right, Nate. I did the same thing. I don't even turn that news on anymore. I'm just tired of it.
It's one of those things that it's hard to believe because something like this never happened in my lifetime. I'm not sure about you guys. I don't think you ever been through a martial law, but you know, it's hard to believe. But when you start seeing, you know, Humvees, you know, you see armed guys, ladies, you know, the National Guard starting to lock down all these state capitals and all these state offices, you know, checkpoints.
I don't know. Look what happened in 2020. Nothing is hard to believe anymore. Lucky, I sent you that video of those military convoys at a truck stop. So nothing is hard to believe anymore. I mean, if it happens, you wouldn't doubt it.
We've definitely went through a lot of changes. A lot of changes.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but when you listen to Biden's speech, what he wants to do, he wants to get college for blacks, college for Hispanics, this and that. It was like I wish I was standing in that room. I go say, damn, do I have to paint myself black? Because I didn't hear anything about us white boys, or are we the ones going to pay for it?
Well,
did you get that from him, from that speech of his?
They're all going their own ways, and you're hearing of all these other groups, and this group's forming, that group's forming, and it's way out of hand. It's crazy. Crazy.
I think I'm living in no time now.
That's why I'm out here in the sticks. We got 2 red lights.
I walk down the street, off out of my driveway, take a left. I probably have like 20 red lights. I'm like smacking the city.
Yeah, no. We're in the middle of nowhere. If somebody comes out here, they want something, pretty much.
I could be downtown walking now, and this is walking, probably about 25 minutes. That's how close I am to the city of Providence.
Right. No, we don't have no big box stores around us or any of that stuff. We have to drive 20, 30 minutes to get into a big town for the box stores and stuff. And that's just the way we like it. We're just stay out, mind our own. And
Ed says he doesn't have any red lights. You got a red light in your bedroom, Ed? I've seen that glowing from here.
See, I'm not in the town. I'm out in the country from where my town's at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even think there's a red light in this place, is there?
So when is it? When is it all supposed to kick off then? with your inauguration, all that sort of stuff? When's it supposed to kick off?
It's supposed to be, I think, yeah, the 20th. But
20th,
yeah, but I highly believe it's going to be sooner. You know, they're going to try to take the office like yesterday, which they've been trying to do. And then when you have the president now that's trying to keep the office, so you get two different parties that's arguing over, you know, the office. Yeah, exactly. And then you have the two different offices that's ordering the National Guard. Then you have the politics involved, and
Right.
then you have, you know, the American people that gets involved. So it's a big mess. It's just, you don't know who to believe, what was said, you know. It's one of those things that you can't even say something without offending somebody. You know, it's really bad now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 41 degrees. Yeah, go on, Nate. You ought to be out swimming in that weather.
Hey, all I know is I did hear one law that if you read into it, Biden wants to make a law that if someone uses the N-word on somebody, they go to prison for 5 years.
Well, how could they justify that? Because if they have the black community that calls each other that N-word.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the problem is, the white man won't be able to do it or that because their answer is that's being racist, and they're going to charge you as a hate crime.
I'm not sure how that could be happening because that would be considered racist against us. It's only a word. It's only a word. It's not.
They're saying if a white woman calls.
Yeah.
I know that.
I guess I'll have to wait and see.
All you can
I
do
don't
is
agree
wait
with
and
it.
see
I'm
what
just saying that's what they want.
There'll be a whole new turn each week. So I mean, it's going to be whatever it's going to be. You know, you're not going to change it. You know. But,
Well, if anything happens,
it'll be there.
if anything happens, we'll just have to tune into Sparky's radio station and listen to what happens.
Yeah. He'll have it on there.
Yep.
Won't be able to. You won't have internet.
yeah, if we don't have internet, we won't.
We're gonna have to get the little mice out there.
You can always go back to the string and two metal cans.
Well, that's another thing. Last month, why did everybody lose the internet? I think that was considered as a trial. How the internet went down, you know, just to see if it was able to happen. You know, so many theories about that. Why was the internet shut down? Now look at all the internet service. You know, you got Google that got rid of Paula. You got, you know, Instagram and Facebook. They're all joining together. I think it was actually to take all these internet servers and join them up to one server.
It could be. It's hard to say. But,
Mick, we're all coming down the interstate.
Well, from what I'm hearing, you nutters can stay over there because we got enough problems without you not coming over here, ballsing up over here even more.
Hey,
no, we're on our way.
That one new Congress senator there in Georgia said that he wants white society to be slaves to the black society for 200 years to pay back for what our ancestors did to them.
But that's over 200 years ago. That has nothing to do with the population as of today. We shouldn't be.
That's what he wants. He says we owe the black society 200 years of slavery.
He's just saying to get all the blacks fired up. You can listen to what you want.
They're just trying to create their own thing, but you know what? As far as I'm concerned, it's each their own. They got their own decisions, their own choices, and you know, and that's just the way it is.
I was brought up.
I bet you in our lifetime they're going to be given so many they're already talking $1 million for every black family that can prove they had slaves in it. They're already talking that now. I guarantee it. Now the way things are going, you'll see that.
I was brought up where you respect any nationality. Don't matter if they're white, purple, black, green, yellow. It does not matter. You respect them as they are. They're a human being just like yourself.
Yeah.
And if you don't respect it and you are prejudiced, it's because the parents did not bring you up properly.
Well, I think that's a load of crap because you Americans do not respect the English language. You absolutely tore that to pieces. So I don't think that's true.
we just
absolutely tore
We made it so we can
the arse out of
understand it.
Oh, behave yourself.
I had to work with the Englishman for so many years. I could hardly understand him.
Oh, my Lord, I'm not having that.
We finally shipped him back when he retired.
Absolutely trash the English language, all of you.
That's your opinion.
No, that's fact, Mr. Briggs.
That's your opinion.
We just streamlined it and perfected it.
Ed,
that's right.
There's nothing streamlined about America. There's nothing streamlined about America at all. Name me one thing that's streamlined.
Me. I'm streamlined.
Ed, as much as I love you, there's nothing streamlined about you. I'm telling you. Just accept it for what it is.
Oh, shoot.
Hey, my pearly whites are streamlined.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, we're going to have to shut this down. Somebody else is going to be going live here just shortly. So
the only way that you're pearly whites are streamlined, Mr. Briggs, is because they had to put them in a goddamn wind tunnel to find out they're that big.
oh, Lordy. But, hey, everybody.
Hey.
Thanks for coming in. And we're going to shut this down and so everybody else can do their thing. And appreciate all of you for stopping by.
No worries, brother.
All right. We'll see you later.
Later,
guys.
guys.
Take care.